first 3 episodes, Andor done. Overall, what do you rate it so far?
Again, jury's out for me. I got to see the full picture. I didn't hate the pacing, but I didn't like the pacing. I wish it was just one long story for episode 1. I did like seeing the darker side of Star Wars. I can't decide if they're doing that on purpose or if it organically fits into the story yet, so I'm a little cloudy there. But I do like where we're headed, but I need, as a lore buff, I need more context to a lot of what's going on because I don't know about these worlds. I don't know about this corporation. I don't know, all of this stuff, but I have 9 episodes to get those answers. And if at the end of that I'm still confused, I will bring that up again in the finale discussion. So right now I'm like a 6 or 7 out of 10 and waiting to see what happens.
Yeah, that's fair. There's definitely a lot of questions that I have. Are we going to come back to Ferrix? Is Bex going to be, a part of the story, or is this going to be more of just like Cassian and Luthen off on adventures? I do think the corporation is going to be I think they're going to be the antagonist for this season, because they are an extension of the Empire. So in of themselves, you are kind of like fighting the bad guy, right? Mm-hmm. For me, I think I'm right there with you. I think I'm like 7 out of 10 right now. Like I really like it. If I was to give like each, my favorite was 3. There's the 3rd episode. Yeah. So I think that one for me was probably like 9 out of 10. I really liked that episode. That was probably my favorite out of the 3. The first 2, they're slow. If that was just one episode that was just a little bit longer, I think I would have really liked that. But like overall, I really like the direction we're going. I really enjoy the lens and just the overall vibe of the show. It's dark. I really like dark Star Wars. It fits. And I think it's just because like I've grown up so much around like the happy-go-lucky like Star Wars, like good versus evil. But now this kind of like really like this blends the lines. It muddles it all up, right? Because I mean like Cassian's kind of he's just like chaotic neutral. He's kind of just like in it for himself. He's an anti-hero. Kind of like right now, he's kind of just like, I'm doing my thing. Like, I'm not bad. I'm not good. I'm just like, I'm assassinating things. One guy and I'm helping my ex-girlfriend. Like, I mean, like
I've done terrible things in the name of the rebellion.
Yeah, but he did 5 minutes of Rogue One in the name of finding his sister. I mean, like, he freaking shot a guy point blank.
I have a feeling that he's going to be doing this for the money at first, and then something's going to happen with his sister that involves the Empire, and that's going to be his turning point.
That'll be his turning point? Interesting.
Yep. Where he's like, all in, screw the Empire, I'm bringing them down, I'll do whatever it takes.
You think something like really bad happens to her?
I mean, within the confines of Star Wars, it's not like Westeros bad, but sure. Something bad.
Okay, so not like a red wedding kind of thing.
Yeah, you didn't watch the new episode yet, did you?
I haven't. Oh no, I haven't seen the new.
You get another wedding, Tim. So enjoy. Good old-fashioned Westerosi wedding.
Oh man, people die, don't they?
Not saying a word, but it's a good old-fashioned Westerosi wedding.
Oh boy. It's not a pregnant woman this time, is there?
It's a good old-fashioned Westerosi wedding. I am giving you 0 context. I just want you to go in knowing there's a wedding in Westeros. I mean, that's Westeros. But yeah, so I think something will happen with her that's going to trigger his want to do more with the rebellion. Yeah. Because by the time we meet him, he's all in on anti-Empire, like in Rogue One. Like, he's at the point where he's like, I will do anything to bring down the Empire at this point. So we'll see. We might see some of these, because we know we're going to see Saw Gerrera. We might see some of these other characters being introduced that we know from Rogue One, simply because it's going to build up to the plans for the Death Star at some point, especially in season 2.
Yeah.
It's going to build up. I wouldn't be surprised if he knew who Galen Erso was prior to him meeting his daughter.
I don't
not met him, but known of him and what his responsibility was. Because what he did to build the Death Star.
He did. Okay, have you read Catalyst?
No, I haven't read Catalyst.
Okay,
I know
so
he didn't build it, but I know I know.
You need to know Galen's backstory. That's all I'm gonna say for that, because like
I know he was doing it as a fusion like power source, not because they had each person building a different part and not telling them what it was for. I know that part.
Yeah, so like I don't think the whole thing of Galen, I don't think that's gonna happen until like when he gets taken from his backwater planet and then moved off. I think that's when people start learning of him, because again he says I had to make myself indispensable. I had to lie. I had to live the lie. So he starts telling everybody how important he is. And so that's how the rebellion gets word of him, because he made himself seem like he was so indispensable. He was the most important person on that project. So like I think that's when they start hearing about Galen. I don't think there's going to be any type. There's going to be no connection to Galen or like anything from Rogue One, in that part. I think it's gonna be Cassian's own story, and it's gonna give us more insight into the spark of the rebellion, into like hot mommy Mothma is gonna show up at some point real soon. She's gonna be there, and so like she's gonna be the the one to like really set the tone for all of that, and like start bringing the council together, right? Because there's individual people that are part of the council that make up the rebellion. So for us to see Senator Organa again, to get Bail, most definitely we will 100% probably see a de-aged Bail Organa. Well, no, I guess it would be the normal Bail that we saw during Obi-Wan. So like he would just be a couple years older. So we'll get the normal, like the Bail that we just saw in Obi-Wan. That makes perfect sense. I went back and watched Rogue One a couple days ago, and he's in there for just a quick moment. He steps up to the council table, and Jyn sees him, and that's what kind of like sets her on her path. But they've kind of like already set that up. So if anything, though, they'll probably just give more backstory to a lot of that. At least that's how I see it.